Hi, in this video and the following videos, we will go over term structure and the hypotheses or theories that aim to explain the shape of the term structures. So in this video, we'll first go over the term structure and the expectation hypothesis. So what is the term structure? It is simply the diagram or the picture where we use the spot rates on the vertical axis against the maturities or time on the horizontal axis. So the shape of the term structure could come in different forms. So the most common form or common shape of the term structure would be an upward sloping curve, just like this. Okay. Sometimes you will run into, relatively flatter term structure like this. And sometimes you will see a downward sloping term structure. And in other times, it could be any other shape that it tells you. Okay, so there is no fixed shape of term structure. So it all depends on reality here. So now we need to try to explain why the term structure or the curves would look like this. We'll first use the expectation hypothesis or the expectation theory. Okay, so what it says is that forward rates, remember the forward rates, are unbiased expectation of future spot rates. Okay, so being unbiased, intuitively, it could mean on average they're right. Okay, so there could be a little bit of error, but on average they're right. So we use forward rates as forecasts for future spot rates. So remember from the previous video that if this thing holds here, this equation holds here, then the path of saving or the path of the spot rates should not matter if we have the same result here. So again, if I save for 3 years, I could save for 2 years and roll over for 1 year, or I can save for 1 year and then save for 2 years, right? So the path should not matter. I can go from here and then from here to here, or I can go from here and then from here to here. Okay, so it shouldn't matter. So this equation will hold. So what does it tell us, or intuitively, how to interpret this result? This means investing in short term is equivalent of investing in the long term, or sometimes we can say that short-term assets or short-term borrowing or investing is the perfect substitute of long-term borrowing. So as long as this equation holds, then they should be the same. Okay, we always have the same results. Okay, so this is basically the expectation hypothesis or expectation theory. So we always use the forward rates as the unbiased forecasts for the future spot rates, or equivalently we can write as the forward rate here. Okay, so forward rate for example, from year 1 to year 2 is equal to the expectation of the real spot rate from year 1 to year 2. Okay, so basically when time moves on for 1 year, the actual 1 year spot rate after 1 year is the same as the forward rate, or at least should be unbiased. Okay, so in the next video we will go over a different theory, and I'll see you there.